My personal choice for most anticipated game for 2023 has to be Star Atlas. I mean, looking at the gameplay, it looks absolutely stunning. Every facet, from the character creation, the lore, and everything in between has been really supreme in the Star Atlas universe. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you the updates since our last video on Star Atlas. If you enjoy the content, as always, like and subscribe. This is Classy Crypto Gaming, and let's get into it. There's actually quite a few things that have happened since our last update. In fact, January 14th, Star Atlas had its second year anniversary. This game's been in development for 2 years now, and being a space exploration game with a bunch of different mini games, not really a surprise to see that in that regard. Another thing we've seen since this update is the beginning of something called the Star Atlas Core. Seems like they're creating more and more lore in the Star Atlas metaverse. In fact, this here is a comic book collection. It's really cool to see them really build out the lore within Star Atlas, so always great to see there. Something else we've seen is the perks from the Star Atlas start sequence sales. I don't know too much about this because I didn't personally participate in this, but from the original buyers who participated in the Golden Era Start Sequence campaign and acquired the selected assets sold by ATMTA until January 31st, they go ahead and they can go ahead and collect their rewards due to the complexity of deployment of the high number of assets. The release of the rewards is targeted between today, February 20th, and Monday, February 13th. So by the time you're watching this video, pretty much going to be around that timeline. Something else we've seen is the big pivot for Star Atlas becoming free to play. You can actually see this from the CEO of Star Atlas himself.
The free to play experience, I think, is really attractive at being able to, in a way, disengage from that skepticism that exists out there, because we probably all agree, you know, the Web2 gamers all think that crypto is still a scam and Web3 games are just a scam. So we have to get away from that, but give them a free sample and see what happens.
And I agree. I really do agree. I think giving people free sample, giving people the opportunity to go ahead and interact with these ecosystems for free on the Epic Game Store, which, you know, is a place where you can go ahead and play Star Atlas, is great. And I think that more people seeing what the potential for something in crypto can be and how like crypto technology can be integrated and how great that is, it just makes sense here. Here's something else, by the way, Solana Spaces, just some quick old gameplay of Star Atlas. This is just a demo of some of the space exploration controls. Just really quick gameplay here, just showing that off. And it looks incredible. It really does look incredible. This is actually something that I keep telling people these Web3 games need to continue to do. This isn't like the regular games sphere where people just kind of develop games. They don't say anything until they, launch the game. Here, it's like a continuous marketing effort, like over and over and over and over. You have to continue to talk to people about the potential of something and, how it's being built out and how great it looks. And, being on Solana Spaces and all these different places looks great. But here's the main reason I actually ended up making this video. It's because of this. There's actually a brand new leak on Star Atlas. And I'm not going to say anything, but this looks stunning. I mean, it looks great. That's some of the racing gameplay that you saw there. This is some of the art of the racers that you're going to be using on the Star Atlas metaverse. Some of the boosters that are therein, you can actually see them, messing with everything Star Atlas. Oh, look at this jetpacks. It seems like this guy's floating in the air. Guy has a gun and he's just going off in space. I hope he has a spacesuit because I have no idea how in the world he is breathing right now. I mean, I would assume he just dies there instantly. His head explodes, but, I'm sure there's a reason in the lore that they had some kind of adaptation to not just explode. I don't know if that's a concern that everybody's having, but it's one that I'm having. But here's Star Atlas giving an announcement. Are you one of the nearly 10,000 people who've added Star Atlas to their Epic Games Store wishlist? Only by doing so can you be up to date on all Star Atlas new releases, including Showroom R2.1. Add Star Atlas to your wishlist over here. So it seems like they're having new things over there. By the way, we should go ahead and get some codes from the Star Atlas team. That'd be awesome to go ahead and share on here. But we actually see a brand update here as well, February 7th. This was a DAO update on the governance for Star Atlas. This is very important because the Atlas token or whatever that controls the DAO on Star Atlas, well, they have to go ahead and deal with here. But in general, this DAO has been continuously kind of growing over time. I'm not really privy on it. I haven't really participated in it personally, but you could actually see some of the treasury assets from Star Atlas here. $1.6 million of total treasury assets, a net change of 181,000. The Atlas balance being a vast majority of the value for this DAO, which is really interesting because, you know, they've got USD value of like 136K. The actual DAO itself is mostly run off of Atlas. So like wherever Atlas goes, that's essentially going to be the end all be all. And something else that I really wanted to show you guys here, you know, as we continue to talk about Star Atlas here, is this Balthazar report from October 13th of 2022 that I recently uncovered. And it is really extensive. Like, I could be going all day about Star Atlas here and how it's an RPG and a spaceflight simulator. And look at all these beautiful pieces of art. And there's a station modular. And there's a ton of professions that you can play within the game. And there's a ton of corporations and guilds that are going to be coming out. There's lore. There's 3 factions that you can choose. By the way, if you wanted to know which faction we are, right now we're Uster. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm Uster for now. Let me know what faction you guys are going to rep on the Star Atlas metaverse. There's the Mud. There's the Uster, right? Civilization of Sentient Androids, and the Oni Consortium, which actually sounds really cool. A conglomerate of different alien races all had expanded into space. There's a very, very extensive lore. Look how beautiful that looks, by the way. Eventually, a peace treaty was signed after factions had overreached and stretched themselves thin. The peace treaty ushered in a new era of space exploration. There's a star path with a chain of warp gates and a lot of lore going out there. But this is built in Unreal Engine 5. There's a ton of different things about, you know, tokenomics and all that different things. And man, are people excited for this product? I mean, people are just so excited for Star Atlas. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section about Star Atlas. I mean, this is something, you know, I think it's super cool. I think this game is going to absolutely kill it in, you know, whenever it comes out in 2025 or 2026. I don't even know when this is coming out. But as always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Stay safe, stay classy, and that's all.